Good, you're here. I came by to see how you're doing, but I only have a few minutes. I start my Healing with Humor support group tonight, and I still have to pick up my big shoes.
How am I doing? How are you doing, Niles? Doesn't it bother you that your father cheated on my mother?
Hello.
Woo! All right, and then
Hello. Mr. Flamingo time. No. And we are back. Welcome back to Mr. Flamingo Reviews, where today I will be reviewing Frasier. Starring Kelsey Grammer as Dr. Frasier Crane, I'm focusing specifically on the Frasier that arrived in 1993. Not the reboot that arrived like a few weeks ago. For some pretext, the lead man, Dr. Frasier Crane, hit the scene a couple seasons into Cheers. Portrayed as a straight and narrow psychiatrist who's there to help Cheers lead Sam Malone, Dr. Crane, though, would have the honor of existing past Cheers' lifespan. In 1993, after some failed spitball ideas, Kelsey Grammer was given the option to headline a Frasier-focused show. That meant Frasier was the lead now, and a lead character has to burden the weight of being the focus of a show, and not just an accessory, so to speak. Frasier was moved to Seattle, given a family, a brother and a father, as well as other quirky characters to play off of, forcing the good doctor to shift into a different role and tone down his quirks in one way, while raising some of his others in another. Fun fact, in Cheers, Frasier was said to be an only child with a dead dad. But they turned that into a gag so that they could introduce the others. Not a bad move. That brought us, though, to the premiere of 1993's Frasier, a show about a psychiatrist who's looking for love and putting up with his family. This was a pleasant sitcom for the time. Kelsey Grammer threw himself into this role and clearly had to have a lot of love for it, considering how long he stuck to the world. His family of the likes of David Hyde Pierce as Niles Crane, his brother, and John Mahoney as Martin Crane, his former cop father, were the perfect foils. Frasier, in his own way, served as something of a middleman between the blue-collared Martin and the head and shoulders debutante Niles. There was, of course, other folks like the characters of Roz, Frasier's talk show helper, similar to my co-host in a way, who's not with us, and Daphne, Martin's physical therapist,
all right,
and also
and
Niles' love interest. They offer their own quips and their own storylines. Frasier the show offered a good and steady progression for the character dynamics and proved that Dr. Crane offered enough.
Framed, I thought it was.
That scared me. Offered enough on his own to carry a show as well as he did. While dated at times with certain kinds of humor, it's aged as best as it could for the time. By the end of the show, everyone in Frasier's life has moved forward, except Frasier. One of the most notorious series finales features the good Dr. Crane closing out his radio show and revealing that he was going to follow a woman he fell in love with, deciding to try and push his own life in a new and wonderful direction with a new adventure to unfold. And that was the reign of Frasier. The first time. Should Frasier have come back with this new reboot when it ended on a quaint and solid note? Only time will tell. I'm Mr. Flamingo. Good night, Seattle.
I'm gonna hopefully put all of my stuff in this one clip. Woo! All right, and then you ever just slap an eel to death? Just like whacking it. They never said if it was an electric eel, but the way it's framed, I thought it was. His father's just trying to live life for real, for real. Like an old man with dementia. Without a care in the world. Frasier got a renewal or a whatever you call it. I didn't prepare by watching Cheers or that other spinoff. I can't believe Paramount Plus has ads. Why does it have ads? We're already paying for it. It didn't have ads starting out with. God.